For cheap D2R items, visit aoeah.com. You get 3% off with the code ARIAD. Check the link in the description. Hello and welcome everybody. In this second part of the series about my online characters, I will introduce you to one of my first Chars in Diablo 2 Resurrected, my Bowazon Hitgirl. She exists since the pre-season and is designed for PvP, but in PvE she has no problems either. I currently have her at level 95, so 4 are still missing. In order to progress faster, I will probably reskill her temporarily to a Bowazon, but let's just have a look at my absolute favorite build of the past. Looking at the stat points, it is noticeable that she has lots of strength. This is because she should be able to wear 2 different setups. The skill tree looks like this. Since we carry a javelin in the second slot, we unlock Jab, Impale and Lightning Bolt. And for some situations it can be even nice to have 1 point in Lightning Fury. For more melee power, further points in Impale would be possible too. In the passive skills, each was unlocked with 1 point. The 3 dodging skills, Critical Strike and Penetrate, I have expanded by some more points. In the bow skills, Guided Arrow and Multiple Shot at maximum and Strafe unlocked with 1 point. Now to my 2 setups. In the first one I play a Grand Matron bow with the runeword Faith. Here the Fanaticism aura has to roll at least to level 13, so 95% IAS will get her to the maximum attack speed of 7 frames. That's 3.12 attacks per second. To reach the required 95% IAS, we need 45 on the helmet, so a 3-socketed tiara with life or running speed is a good base for 3 IAS ED jewels. Furthermore, Cat's Eye or High Lord's Wrath, so we already are at 65% IAS. We get 20 more by some gloves, best would be +2 to passive skills, 20 IAS and knockback on 1 roll. Unfortunately, I don't have such a pair yet. The missing 10% are on the belt. The armor is of course a 40 to increase the damage. The shoes Gore Riders and in addition a Raven Frost. The second ring can also be a Raven Frost, but I often spontaneously take any ring from my extensive sideboard, for farming e.g. a Dual Leecher. In the second slot Ethereal Titans and a Storm Shield from my PvP box. In the inventory besides Torch and Ani, I primarily use max AR life charms, but for many situations it's also important to be able to increase the running speed. Unfortunately, I'm still missing small charms with 3 faster run walk and 3 max damage. I finally have to get them. Of course I can also put a CTA in the inventory or into the cube if I take it along, at the cost of some charms. With this setup, Hitgirl has about 1100 to 7000 damage on Guided Arrow and 700 to 4600 on Multi-Shot. In the melee slot she gets 3.5k on Jab, over 3k Lightning Bolt and 5600 Impale. Jab has over 13,000 attack rating, Impale, Lightning Bolt and Guided Arrow have no AR hit checks. Multi-Shot is over 20k AR and the Amazon has about 1400 life. The advantage of this build is the extremely high maximum damage. When it rolls and critically hits, it packs quite a punch. Thanks to 50% deadly strike and 66% critical strike chance by her passive skill, the chance to double the damage is 83% in total. That's pretty much. But there are also some drawbacks here. The minimum damage is quite low. Furthermore, the resistances basically look pretty bad. Here we have to replace several charms if needed. In addition, we also have no physical resistance. However, the Amazon is quite a glass cannon anyway. If her dodging skills and the block chance let you down, she dies quickly. I often use this setup against melee fighters who can one-hit me no matter which of the 2 setups I wear, and generally in matchups that are usually decided in a very short time. There I try my luck on the high max damage. For the second setup, 3 items are exchanged. The GMB becomes a diamond bow, so we only need 70% IAS on the items, and in principle a mineral of Fenna Aura level 12 already would be enough. On the head I put a COA with 2 IAS ED jewels, so we get resistances, physical resistance and other nice adds. The belt changes to Verdungos for more life and physical protection. Overall, we also get 40% faster hit recovery. While the damage in the second slot almost remains unchanged, we have about 2300 to 4700 damage on Guided Arrow and 1500 to 3000 on Multishot now. Using this setup, we have some better base resistances and also up to 30% reduced damage in the bow slot, for the case we get caught before switching fast enough. In the melee slot, we exceed the maximum of 50% and could then also use a storm shield with some different socketing. I will get one ready soon. I often play this setup against other Amazons and also against different casters where I prefer to play something else than the Nosferatu in the belt slot. The second setup is much more flexible. In the first setup many items are fixed, because otherwise we would give up the 7 frames attack speed. So finally, the second setup is characterized by some better protection, more flexibility, but also by the much higher minimum damage. The damage output is much more constant and more predictable, even though the maximum damage is of course much lower here. So that's my Bowazon. I definitely have to play her more often again. Since I became such a Paladin fan, she unfortunately moved into the background a bit. Nevertheless, she will always be in my heart. That's why I will now get her the mentioned items to complete her equipment. I still run some of her highlights. For today I say goodbye, take care and may the loot be with you.
Nein! Scheiße, echt. Ja! Ich treffe alle, ich treffe keinen.
Diese Pfeile sind so gemacht.
Oh. Wer hat mich denn da getroffen, Alter?
Meine Pfeile.
Ich hab mich direkt vor deine Nase geportet irgendwie. Das war nicht gut.
Alter, von. Ich weiß nicht, denn hier so krass gestunt, Alter.
Komm zu mir, stell dich einfach bei mir hin, wo ich die möglich.
Come on. Follow me.